Hello everyone, welcome back to Piedra Designs. I know it's been a few weeks, maybe we're coming up on a month since my last video was out. Uh, Life just caught up with me. I had some extra things going on. I just wasn't able to get out here and do anything. But I think that's all behind me now, and I think we're going to be able to get back to the weekly videos. That's the plan anyways. Of course, we all know how life goes. What I've got this week is a piece of pine. Uh, you can see there is some bluing going on in here from the pine beetles. The guy that had given this to me has his own little sawmill, and this was the top slab side off of a log. I picked out a fairly clean piece out of the middle of that. I thought what I'd try to do is make a natural edge bowl out of this. I gotta clean this up a little bit. I do have a little bit of a crack. I don't know if that's showing up on the camera. I'll treat that with some thin CA glue before we mount it up on the lathe. And there's about 750 RPM. Alright, just because of the curve of this thing, if I try to come up anymore, I'm actually going to start losing round on what should be the rim of this. So I think I'm just going to try to blend this a little bit and not really try to come up any higher. I think I might have already lost a little bit. But I'll try to get this blended in a little bit, and then we'll get on some sanding. And I think that's about ready for some sanding now. Alright, we got that sanded up to 320. Now it's time to clean it off with a little denatured alcohol. And then we'll give it a coat of sanding sealer. This sanding sealer is just store-bought shellac cut down about 50% with denatured alcohol. I'll probably do 2 coats of this. And then we'll hit it with the Axe abrasive paste and the polish and restoring paste. Alright, so we have that sanded up through 320 on the inside, and I've got it cleaned off with the denatured alcohol. And I've noticed this crack here is also appearing on the inside here. So I'm going to use a rag and just wipe on a little bit of sanding sealer around that. I forgot to do that on the outside, and now we've got glue CA bleed over on there. So I'm going to use a rag and get a little bit of sanding sealer on the outside around that crack. Reason using a rag instead of the brush is just trying not to get a bunch of sanding sealer down on the inside, so that the CA glue has something to bond with. So I'll give that a few minutes to dry up. Then I'll get some thin CA inside those cracks, and hopefully it won't run all the way through and appear on the outside again. If it does, we'll just refinish that. But we'll come back when we're ready to start with the abrasive paste. Alright, so we got that CA glue in that cracks there. Got 2 coats of sanding sealer on there. Now it's time for the abrasive paste. Alright, I think it's time to get that flipped around on there and get the tenon off the bottom. Alright, there's that tenon removed. I'll get this bottom sanded up and signed, and we'll come back and talk about it. Alright, so we got it done. Here is our natural edge pine bowl. We came out about 7 1/4 inches in diameter. I think I mentioned it while we were turning. We are just a little bit narrower here across this way. We're only about 7 inches there. But I really like the bluing in that from the pine beetle. So that's it for this week. If you liked what you saw, be sure and give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already done so, be sure to subscribe to the channel. From Piedra Designs, thanks for watching.